In this video, I'm going to talk about how women express their love. Sharp Game coming at you with another video from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that, when it comes to the concept of love, I don't talk about it a lot because I think in this society they've made it kind of complicated, and you have to realize that didn't happen by luck or by chance. In this society that we live in, there's a bunch of confusion when it comes to almost every facet of your life. And that's the game that's being played on a lot of people. And you have to understand that there's money in confusion and chaos. That's why when you hear people saying that I'm a capitalist, we live in a capitalistic society, there's somebody that benefits from the chaos and the confusion. So this is why I don't talk about the concept of love, because people throw it around everywhere. Oh, I love you. I show love for you. I got love for you. They throw things around because it sounds good, but in reality it doesn't really mean anything. Most people are just saying things because it sounds good. So, and everyone has their own concept or definition of love. One person's love might be different from the next person, and so on and on. So what I've done in my book, Love Can't Wait, I took love out of the equation altogether. I break it down like this. Either you love me, actually it's like this. Either you like me, you care about me, or you don't. Now, if you can go around the world, anywhere, man, woman, and child, you can ask somebody, hey, you like me? You like me? They'll say yes or no. You care about me? Yes or no. Simple. Now, if you throw love in the equation, see, that's where it's going to get complicated. Because in most countries, the concept of love, it don't really exist. As a matter of fact, if you go to parts of Asia, Japan, China, they don't even talk like that. So they'll be looking at you like you're crazy. So this is why I took the whole concept out, out of the equation. I keep it simple. See, I want to live a simple life. I don't know about you. I just want to live a simple life. I don't want to do anything complicated. Things were complicated before I was born. So why would I want to make things even more complicated for myself? So, but the mistake that a lot of guys make is they want women to love them like their mothers loved them, or they want women to love them like they love women. And that's not a good idea, because women don't have the mental capacity to love you like your mom does, or like you. They just don't. 9 times out of 10, I've came to the conclusion that most women are just selfish. Most women, they cloak their selfishness. As a matter of fact, I'll go on to say that most women I've met in my entire life, I'm not going to say my entire life. Most women I've met from the age of 18 up until this point, most, I'm going to say a good 90%, they was around me for some type of reason, right? And I don't have a problem with it. Only problem that I have is when you're around me, but you only want to take, but you don't want to give. That's the only problem that I have. You know, if you have nothing to give, that's when I have a problem. I remember years ago, I met this woman, and she asked me for some money, right? And I don't really give people money. I don't try to make it a habit. You know, I understand some people need a favor every now and then, and I totally understand that. But she wanted me to give her money, so that means that she didn't want to pay me back. She didn't want to borrow money. She just wanted me to give her the money. And see, here's the problem. I don't have a problem with giving you money, but if you're not going to help me make any money, I'm not going to be so fast to give you any money. Because see, she was the type that she liked to take. She had that entitlement mentality. But she knew that I was on the internet. You know, I've always had more than one income outside of my job. So she knew the type of guy that I was. The same type of guy that I am today, I was back then. You know, I'm always working on different projects. So she knew the type of guy I was. But she never once volunteered or helped me do anything to earn extra money. And I told her, I said, hey, as long as we've been knowing each other, you never volunteered to help me do anything. And even when I asked you to do something, you said you didn't have time. You had other things to do. So, with all that being said, I can't give you the money. Because, because you didn't help me in the past. See, if you would have helped me in the past, I would have cut you on a piece of the pie. But that wasn't the case with her. So, see, I don't like that. I don't like when people are around just to take. I mean, people that come in your life, either they're pushing you forward or holding you back. You know, that's how I see it. Either you're with me or against me. So you have to teach people how to treat you. You have to have standards, and you can't tolerate disrespect. And you have to be able to stand your ground. And I hate to break it to you, it's hard being a man out here, especially today. Because we live in a society where the truth is not celebrated. I mean, as a matter of fact, the truth in certain environments is not tolerated. In certain environments, the truth, people would look at you as a troublemaker. And this is why a lot of people are afraid to tell the truth. And sometimes they're even afraid to stand for themselves or stand up for anything, for that matter. And see, it's damn near, we're at a point in time where you can't really afford to be passive and not stand for anything or leave things by chance. You have to be proactive out here today. You know? So see, and when you're going about this, being a man every day, 24/7, 7 days a week, women are watching you. They're watching you. You know, They're watching you, you know. Now there's some women will camouflage themselves, as I said earlier, and try to manipulate you and get close to you and try to piggyback off what you're doing to their advantage. And to a certain extent, I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as they're willing to reciprocate. But if you're just trying to take and not reciprocate, see, I don't like that either. You know, and then some women will go as far as to try to manipulate you because they want to be in control as well. So you really have to be mindful of this. And don't get so fascinated by the flesh. That's another thing. This is why I always say, don't put women on a pedestal initially. She has to earn that. I mean, why is she the prize within the first 5 minutes of you meeting her? Why are you so nervous until you lose your whole train of thought? So don't get so fascinated by the flesh. You know, I know there's a lot of feminazis out here. There's a lot of women with that feminist way of thinking out here. But if you're trying to be a man, you can't tolerate that. I know I'm not. You know, so if a woman claims she loves you, but on the other hand, she's not willing to listen to you or learn from you or be obedient to you, well, she's just double talking. Because what I've learned over the years is if a woman's really into you, she'll do almost anything. She'll do almost anything to please you. That's how she sees it in her mind. But in reality, most of the time, she's doing whatever to please you because she's thinking about the long term. She's playing the long game. Like I said, most women, they get with guys, they choose guys to benefit them. Now, some women, the smart women, they play the long game because they see the big picture. The women that's not so smart or intelligent, they play the short game. This is why when the ship starts getting a little rocky, they automatically look to bail out because they never was committed in the first place. And plus, a lot of times this has to do with you as the guy, because again, a lot of women are watching you, and you have to lead by example. You can't only just saying what you mean or saying what you want is not enough. You have to lead by example. And you have to be able to stand on it. That's just what it is. You know, otherwise the woman's gonna look at you like you're a fraud. You know, forget what she's doing. Forget what she's doing. I'm not saying you shouldn't be concerned with her, but you have to be relentless in your pursuit, regardless of what she's doing. And then once she sees that you're the truth, that you're that dude, she's going to have to step up her game if she wants to be around you long term. And y'all don't necessarily have to be married to have a relationship like this, or for her to play her position like this. And you can't be that type of guy that gets caught up in the trends in society. And if you're around a woman that gets caught up in the trends, she's into the latest fashion, the latest music, the latest movie, the next new car, the next new clothes. If you're with a woman that's like that, and she's easily influenced by her friends and family, and she's combative, likes to argue. If you're around a woman like that, you're gonna have to let her go. Because y'all keep going back and forth all the time. You're gonna have to let her go. And you can't be a man like that either. You can't. So at the end of the day, women show their love is based on obedience. That's what it's really based on. It's based on doing stuff, basically. It's doing stuff. That's basically what it is. She's trying to please you. That's basically what it's based on. It's not, I mean, there's some feelings involved, of course, because, women, they're very emotional by nature. See, guys aren't emotional by nature. Some guys have been broken. That's why they're emotional. The broken guys are emotional. The beta guys are emotional. Because, they didn't have a male figure that influenced them in their lives. That's why a lot of males are emotional. But they're not like that by nature, though. They've been created to be that way. But women are emotional by nature. So, I mean, with them, it all starts, everything is based on how they feel. And how they feel about you, that's where it starts. And then if she's into you, like deeply into you, she's going to want to please you. She's going to be very concerned about how you think about her, how you see her. And then she's going to get to know you. And she's going to try to look for ways to understand you. What makes you tick. And then she's going to find a way to get involved with you at some point. And this is really a process. This doesn't happen overnight. This doesn't happen like 3 to 6 months. This could take months, years. But this is how you know a woman's really into you. And it's very difficult to have that in this society that we live in, because we live in a very shallow and superficial society. What you see on the surface level is shallow, superficial. It's kind of like taking a hot shower, and you get out and you cool off and wipe the water off you. And then it dissipates. And then you go back to being the way it was before you got in the shower. You go back to being normal. It's like a facade. That's what you see out here in this society today. And it's very toxic. People are very negative because the environment is, it's polluted. All of the above. So, whatever you want, however you want to be treated, more than likely, you're going to have to teach people how to treat you. Teach women how to treat you. Because when you meet a woman, she's not going to be a finished product. I mean, we're all a work in progress, but, women aren't, they can't love you like your mom does or like you do. You know, it's just not, they don't have the mental capacity to be that way. You know, at best, she'll be obedient. She'll learn from you. She'll be open to you. But a lot of that's going to be dependent upon who you are, what you stand for, what your truth is. And keep in mind, the truth is not celebrated in this society. And when you tell the truth, especially if you live your truth, you're not going to have a lot of people around you. They're not going to be jumping up and down, high-fiving you, acting like you're the best thing smoking. That's just what it is, man. So, hey, any questions, any concerns, leave your comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Check out my other website, badboysecretsclub.com. Check out my books. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.